I couldn't find a team. I was playing with Team War, which is Johnny, Lau, whatever. We got a shit placing. And then going into the next stage of the Elite, I played with Gunsy, Cryptic, and Fire because I guess we still had some decent stock. We went 0-5, and then Cryptic got poached from our team to join with Flames' team, which was where they replaced Cruz and Dak and all those guys. And then Gunsy went to go play with another team, so that left me and Fire as the odd ones out. I couldn't find a team. Fire had offers, so he left, and I was just playing by myself, and I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I couldn't find a team. So I was just like, I'm quitting. Like I'm gonna take a step back. And rank play popped off. My streams been doing good, so I was like, okay, let's do that. Focus on content. Then roster mania happened right before the event. Vickle got dropped from his team, which left the spot open. On that team, Fire went there, and then there was a bunch of roster shuffling, which left Vickle without a team. And like, I didn't want to play challengers specifically because I couldn't find people that I wanted to play with, like people that I like. Hobby, Vickle being one of my good friends, I hit him up. I'm like, yo, let's team. We couldn't find any good teammates. It was so last minute, and then we just ended up like, I was like, all right, Hobby, let me know what you want to do. I wake up one morning, he's like, yo, let's play with Super Renko or whatever, because apparently these guys they couldn't find funding because they're obviously from Europe, and it's very expensive, and the challenger scene doesn't really have a lot of organizations. So we were just like, yo, I'm down. And then Detroit Deviance, we reached out, and they were gracious enough to fund these two to get us to the event. So
yeah, they pretty much like, I think I called Ranker and Super, and I was like, yo, Detroit Deviance pretty much are like getting your international flights, which is the most expensive thing. Florida gets us a room with like 2 double beds because we share. I was like, Ash, the analyst, doesn't care if we sleep together, so you guys would sleep together on the other bed, and the only thing you really have to cover are national flights, which aren't that expensive. So Detroit Deviance came in. They covered both international flights, which obviously are very expensive. And because, to be honest, like, I was talking to Chris, and I was like, bro, the NA options are just like, we're just gonna come and get absolutely like shit on. Like I'm
sorry,
sorry,
we're gonna have practice anyways.
Yeah, we weren't gonna have practice. I was like, obviously this guy's just placed second in the EU Elite. After obviously Rancor got the opportunity to practice against the good teams in EU. So obviously they were up and coming. So I told Chris, yo, like let's bring these guys, they're teammates. They can do the vetoes and shit. We just fit in. And
yeah, it's kind of funny how this started, because I didn't even know who Rencor was. I knew Super because he's been around for a little bit. But Rencor, he's had some issues in the European scene, being basically blacklisted for things he did when he was younger and stuff like that. And I was defending him, because I mean, like, at the end of the day, regardless of like cheating accusations and stuff like that, or things he did, which he wasn't physically cheating, mind you, he basically was blacklisted for being associated with said cheaters. And he did his time in Vanguard. He didn't play the entire Challenger season because he essentially was blacklisted. They picked him up, and teams were blacklisting him. So I was like, dude, if he's not cheating and he's like done what you want him to do and stuff like that, like, granted, you don't have to like the guy. Like, you're screwing over the other Spanish players who are, I'm sure, have been nothing but nice to you guys, and they've been in the scene for a while. It's like, what the fuck's the point? So now, we get to play together after defending his honor, I guess, and yeah, we're having fun. We're just out here to have fun, bro. Like, we're top 12 right now. We have the talent to make a run. Whatever happens. But I mean, it's been fun. I'm Mexican, like American, so I know a little bit of Spanish. But
we're so funny. We're speaking like Spanglish, like we're in the hill. And Rico goes like, Javi, mirate el gol. And then I go, Chris, yo, watch your cider. And I go, this guy like, muerto. And I'm like, bro, we're just like our comps are like the worst of all time.
It's so funny on that embassy map. So like top AC on the embassy, the P3 hill. He was on the small AC.
Yeah.
So when I was like El AC Chico, because like I didn't want to say top AC and then like come around the corner like where and die.
Yeah.
Just so I literally like used a little bit of Spanish to hopefully like tell them what I wanted to do, and it was kind of funny. And whenever I die in search, like sometimes I'll do it. I'll just pick up on it. I'll be like, yo, talking Spanish, because like if it's more comfortable for them, they're better. Gonna have
but I was really surprised because their English is not bad at all. I just feel like obviously they come the whole year and come in Spanish, and suddenly like it's a switch to English, it would even happen to me right now. If I had to come in Spanish, I would be so lost. You know what I mean? Because
I'll be shocked.
yeah, because I've never me being Spanish, because I've never come in Spanish in this game. I don't know the comms, and just in general, like it would be a struggle for me. So I can't imagine for these guys, but they're doing a great job. I literally told them, like, listen, if you feel uncomfortable at any point, just don't come. Let's just go fry. Like, there's no need to kill them, like, we play the game every day. We know how to play the game. If you see the minimap and see where your teammates are positioned, you know what to do instantaneously. So, yeah, that's kind of what I told them. We're having fun. At the end of the day, we have nothing to lose. All these teams that sit against us, they're like, bro, what if we lose against a pickup team, you know? And man, like, winning an elite and losing to a pickup team, bro, like, weak game, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
What about for you two, coming over here? Like,
Yeah,
because a week and a half ago you weren't coming, right?
yeah, like I knew like I wasn't coming, but that moment that Javi talked to me and asked me to go with Javi and Javi, I said yes, of course, I want to go, and I'm so glad and I'm so thankful to the org to bring us here, and I just want to fry everyone and win this tournament.
Yeah, and what about for you, Renko? You know,
Yeah,
obviously,
same
Haggy
as-
mentioned, but
Yeah, same
but
as
back-
Super. Like Haggy, like 3 months ago was defending me for the blacklisting and the shits, and now we're teaming together, and I appreciate the opportunity to team with Javi and Chris. The goat of the goat. Yeah, the goat, and Javi is my friend for sure. We teamed in the past, like 5 years ago when we were under 18. And yeah, it's a pleasure. Thank you to Detroit Deviance too. I think we can win the tournament, and it's really special for me because my situation, and I want to win, honestly.
He's obviously trying to prove that, you
Yeah.
know, like, because people think, like, oh, he's associated with a cheater, he's shady, he's probably cheating, blah, blah. You know, anti-cheat at home and the online stuff. Like, you never know with some of these people. So, obviously, he's out to prove that, like, bro, he can do it on LAN. He's not cheating. Like, listen, people make mistakes, but, like, you know, I've made plenty. Like, it's not a big deal, man. People grow up. Like, we're in a gaming scene, bro. This isn't something that serious. Come on now, guys. Like,
Yeah.
and people see NA as the best region, and you've just beaten technically the best team in NA according to the elite.
Damn, bro.
if they're the best team, we
They're
won
the
the
best
tournament.
team, yeah.
Because
So, in theory, that would make them the best team out there, and you've just put together a teamwork display to beat them.
Yeah.
I've always, I gotta be honest with you, I've always had the feeling that a Spanish team, a full Spanish team, could dominate challengers and even do good in the CDL. So like, I feel like just the right pieces have never joined, let's say. Like, there's always been beef between players, and I feel like they haven't.
the community's so small.
Yeah, the community is so small. We're like 10 players, 9 players, and I feel like when I left to the US and Real also came to the US, I feel like those me and Real and me were both like amazing players, team players as well, and I feel like there's just like not as much talent left in Spain. Plus they pretty much don't want to play with each other in a sense. That's why like Eric has left to play with English people. Jersey as
Jersey's playing
well,
with English people,
Lucky as
Lucky's
well.
playing with them.
Like I just have the feeling that the right pieces have never joined. So whenever I got the opportunity, I was like, "Yo, Chris, like we're bringing the Spanish, or like I'm not playing, bro. Like we're just gonna play top 48, be absolutely humiliated. But with the Spanish, bro, like it's just
We have a
like
chance.
we have a chance because they're amazing. Bro, I'm having fun. Like I'm vibing with them. So yeah, just happy, man.
Well, that's all I will take up in terms of your time.